Hello, 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 everyone. Hope everyone in chat is doing well. Gonna be checking out Rogue today. I've not played it yet. It's a mystery to me. But it's Pokemon, it's roguelike. That's all I really need to know to be like, yeah, I'm sold. I'll give this a try. But let's give Carl a call and see whether he's let's not call the Wiki Weekends Discord. That's a lot of people. Call Carl. I didn't realize. So bad until I sat. Pinging. But I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to get my controller to work. The only button that appeared to be doing anything was the B button, so it might be like tapping away on my keyboard, which is right next to my mouth. So let me know if it's like very distracting or anything, but we'll figure that out as we go along. Oh, I'm in a chat with Carl. Yeah, on that. Good to go. But yeah, as I say, I'm going into this one just nice and fresh. I don't really know what's going on here, but let's try going for a new game. So, let me know as well, chat. Afternoon, Red Hot. Thank you for joining. Just let me know if like the volume for the game is, you know, okay, not too loud or anything, or not too quiet. God, I haven't played a game with a keyboard in a long time. So from this screen, you can select your starters. These are your initial party members, of course. Audio seems good, thank you. Each starter has a value. Your party can have up to 6 members as long as the total does not exceed 10. You can also select gender, ability, and form depending on the variants you've caught or hatched. So I presume, like, as we play more, great fact because it's a Mystery Dungeon OST. Fair play, yeah. I've not played the Mystery Dungeon games.
But, they're on my back.
Oh, there he is. There's Carl.
Takes a second to get in.
But yeah, it must mean that like as we do more runs of the roguelike, we unlock more Pokemon to be able to pick to start with. So I didn't mention to you, Carl, did I?
Yeah, are we not battling?
We're not battling today.
I've been making the team and everything.
We are like, I basically just was like, I noticed, you know, a few people like wanted a bit of a break from watching like the competitive stuff every single week and that. And like, I understand that not everyone's into, so I'm going to kind of like try and introduce a bit more of variety every now and then.
Meanwhile, me over here plays the same game every week.
Yeah.
Variety, like Lucas, like evolution is for the week.
It's one of those, isn't it? Of like, you've got to go down one route or the other. You've got to, if you're going to be a variety streamer, you've got to keep the variety going. But if you're going to be like committed to one game, you need to commit to one game.
You have to commit to one game, one gimmick, even if it like you're in your 40s. If your gimmick has been an arsehole who cheats on his wife, you better goddamn keep being an arsehole who cheats on his wife. That can describe many streamers. It's not a call out.
That applies to many people, yes, not one specific person. But yeah, speaking of committing to like one game, gonna not necessarily have to, but I'm going to choose to play some Destiny because I got a very nice email just a minute ago of like, hey, you're not obliged to make any content, but like here's the new expansion and season pass for free. I was like, oh sweet. I didn't think I'd get that. I like applied just like thinking, oh, I don't make much Destiny content, they won't send me a copy. So I got a code for like the new Destiny expansion and everything from Bungie, so I'm just gonna be like throwing some Destiny into the loop when that comes out as well, I guess, as like a thank you.
I get in on it. Destiny's probably sweating because there was that new Halo Infinite launch. Do you see that?
No, I didn't, no.
Yeah, no one did. That's why no one gives a fuck.
Oh, right, okay.
They released a trailer that said, this is Halo Infinite, and it's like, wow.
Because the last time I heard people talking about it was like when that grunt mode was on the go, like the party mode thing.
Which sucks.
Well, people were saying really good things about that, to be fair. Like, they, you know, and everyone I heard talking about it was like, Halo Infinite's really good now, but just they botched that launch so much that nobody cares.
It's how much do I hear that about every game worth playing?
Mm-hmm.
The amount of times I hear about this game, like, oh, it's actually worth playing now. It's like, okay, but there's other games.
Mm-hmm.
Hades 2 just dropped.
So it looks at the moment, Carl, as if we've got all 9 gens included, and we are able to pick like up to 6 members of the team with any of the starters from any 9 gens.
Okay.
So I'm gonna guess that your answer would just be Bulbasaur, but do you want to pick our first starter, like any of the starters from any 9 gens?
Chikorita.
Chikorita, okay.
It never gets any play because Meganium is so like people love Chikorita, but Meganium is just so worthless.
If I was to
it
ask
has
you
no.
what your favorite is, you would have said Bulbasaur, right?
I think Meganium more than Bulbasaur.
Oh right, okay. Also, yeah. Hi everyone, thank you for the raid, Shadow. Much appreciated. Everyone coming in. Hi Sarah. Hi Fish.
Like Bulbasaur got way too much play.
Thank you for that raid.
Like, no one ever gives any play to Meganium. We're not getting Mega Meganium because it's too stupid.
That was always like the first, like what? Because there was the Dragonite and the Mega Meganium that people were always like making the jokes of when Pokemon Czar got announced. So we're gonna go with Chikorita. So
yeah, okay, perfect.
I've got IVs. It's all just 10 IVs. Manage moves. Okay, so at the moment it's like we can't give it any more moves than it just the tackle and growl. Candies. I don't know how many candies we've got.
At this point, looks I was making a team and everything. I put like some legendary mons on my team. I was like, this will get you.
Sorry, we can do it next week though.
That's
thing is like I hadn't been building any. I'm good, thank you, Shadow. I hadn't built any teams, and then like a mutual friend of ours recommended this to me and was like, "Mate, it's really good. You should stream it." And I was like, "You know what? I know people who aren't into battling have had quite a few weeks of us just getting really serious. So it's like, yeah, we can. I mean, maybe unlock passive with thick fat. Okay, we can't. We can't unlock passive. I'm just gonna add them to the party. We're just gonna make a basic run. So,
that's right, 6 grass Pokemon.
Yeah, no problem, Shadow. Go and get some food. Much appreciated for the raid, though. Yeah, I saw that night. That just the idea of Porygon 2, and I'm like, no, thank you. I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop now. That you can throw Calyrex at me, but Porygon 2, no. Not that.
It's amazing. There's just some Pokemon that just like the wall, like Porygon 2, just being like just consistently an excellent Pokemon.
Yeah. And anyone in chat that's like got a favorite starter, because like I'm quite happy to just mix things up and go with anything at the moment. Just try something out. So just any starter from any like Gen 1 to 9, just throw them at me. There we go. Shadow's bringing in the Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur, Chimchar. Oh shit. Okay, so that's it. We've got the chance of 3, so we're going in with just like a Chimchar, Bulbasaur, and Chikorita to start.
That's a solid team. It's just such a shame that Pokemon always felt hamstrung by starters have to be fire, water, grass.
Yeah.
It feels like such a it's a rule they made, and it's so stupid.
It is very bad.
Because it just means like so few. There's like middle starters from like Gen 6, 7, and 8 that just don't really have any identity.
Some game save. Oh, game speed.
We only played Soul Silver, but the game speed's like 1 million.
Oh, we we don't want to. You know what, let's...
You could also share your screen to me as well, so I can see it like direct, actually on my PC for once.
Uh-oh.
If that's possible.
Yes. Yeah. Don't know what.
Just load up like a speed run of the game and play that in the background and pretend to play it.
That SGDQ tech.
Yeah, I love when people do that.
And it's only like a couple of times that's happened. I remember like there's one with a Metal Gear Rising streamer did it, right? Like the DLC bonus part of their speedrun, they just had pre-recorded.
The classic is the guy who wasn't very good at Halo and came through and was like, yeah, I'm a legendary Halo speedrunner, and just lowered the difficulty halfway through the run. It's like, at that point, you're just playing Halo.
Yeah.
That's like a really funny one.
You know, but
it's happening soon, right? The announced all for SGDQ. That's been like announced now.
What
we go through the run. Like SGDQ, like people have been putting applications and stuff for it.
Oh right, yeah, nice.
It's like a yearly event now, isn't it?
Yeah. Gamepad support, auto or disabled. Can you give me a gamepad that works? Because like I tried using my gamepad, and just the B button was working.
What, one Pokemon tag?
So maybe if I try again, like we'll go through all the settings. Yeah, my gamepad specifically is just like having none of it. Maybe when I go for a break, I'll get like my Xbox pad because that'll be more likely to just work. But I've just been using a wired like Switch controller that normally just like sits on a shelf. Whereas like my Xbox pad, I don't want to be like hauling it between every room that I use it in and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you, Axion. Yeah, that's another thing to remind everyone is like we've got a few ideas already of things to do next for our sub goal. Of like just as I'm gonna over the weekend, like when we've got enough ideas, like put out a poll and be like, what do we want the next sub goal to be? But so far we've written down like Secret of Mana, Kirby Forgotten Land, Super Mario RPG, Thousand Year Door remake, doing our nearly naked Link Tears of the Kingdom run, which is like no armor. Community night stuff like Mario Party, Smash Bros, Fall Guys, stuff like that. Another Crab's Treasure, Ender Lilies, and like a grab bag type stream where we just try out a few games. So,
Metal Gear Rising, put it on there.
A lot of ideas. Metal Gear Rising Cole is gonna nominate.
Do that like next time we're able to hang out, because I know it's been like a while with me moving and shit.
So if anyone else has like some ideas, we can jot them down and I can put them all towards like a big poll. Yeah, I need to.
It kicked the fuck out of his Bellsprout. It's just been stood there like
this Bellsprout's like, what's going on?
It's been stanced up for like 40 seconds. Look at it. Well, I miss this art style so much.
I really do, yeah.
What a shame.
Like right now though, that Chimchar's looking real tiny compared to our UI. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. So we've got money, and then we get like a reward as well. After every battle, we get 3 random items. This ranges from consumables to Pokemon held items to permanent passive items. Most non-consumable item effects will stack in various ways. Some items will only show up if they can be used, such as evolution items. You can also transfer held items between Pokemon using the transfer. That will appear.
Get this Chimchar some fucking protein.
Held item. Purchase consumable items, unlock variety of the items. Go as you keep going, blah blah blah. Filter by these to pick up progress. Okay.
Like, bless the game for thinking it needs to explain a roguelike to you.
I mean, I need to know the specifics, right?
Get some protein, mate.
Let's give a protein to Chimchar.
To your Chimchar. His Chim's gonna get buff.
I don't know what I just did. This is all just because I'm playing on a fucking keyboard. Let's try that again.
Or was it reset? Did you accidentally quit?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Like, get your chimchar nice and beef.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, hop it.
Will we switch
What
Pokemon?
are you
No, we
fucking
won't. Not on a hop it.
Imagine switching out on a hop it.
Although we haven't got a fire move, so like Chimchar's not actually that useful right now.
The fear.
A Reviver Seed, Super Law. Doubles the chance of an encounter being a double battle for 10 battles.
Nah, I'd get the Reviver Seed. Like, your Chimchar's not looking great on 9 HP.
But it might be worth buying a Revive, and then buying the Super Law, or buying the Pokeballs, maybe.
Get stuck in. All he's making me do is like, oh man, Hades 2. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see the sale page right fucking there. I could buy it right now and be playing it.
So let's get some Pokeballs. Let's get some Pokeballs. Why is...
Did you quit again?
Maybe it's just because it's like... It might just be, you know, a very early build of this roguelike that's just bugging out a little bit.
Yeah. Just wait for Nintendo to learn that it exists and delete it off the internet. Have the confidence in yourself that people making Pokemon fan games have, that they won't get fucking copyright struck.
Yeah, it's just sent us back.
Like, it really wants you to fight this Hoppip.
It really wants Hoppip to just get annihilated. Let's try pick something that isn't the Pokeballs then, I guess. Let's give it the Reviver Seed. God damn. Let's just try a new game.
Okay, maybe just... Yeah, Chimchar's busted. Just any Bulbasaur, Charizard, and Squirtle, I guess.
I'll do Bulbasaur, then everyone likes Mudkips, right?
Yep.
Let's give everyone wants Incineroar.
Incineroar would be fine. It's too powerful.
That's what I mean. I'm just like thinking like, well, everyone's using Incineroar right now, so let's do that. Okay. That's not good.
It could also just be too many people are playing it.
It could be, yeah. So while that sorts itself out, like, I'm gonna add a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. Obviously, if we did a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, then we'd be doing that like on Thursdays, in between doing like competitive battling and stuff. We wouldn't take that like over on a Monday. So I hope everyone in chat's doing well. Like, I love the idea just, oh, let's go try out this cool Pokemon roguelike, and it's like, oh no.
I get the feeling that everyone's doing that, because I look down the side and there's like some streamer I've never heard of with like 4,000 people watching them play it.
Right.
Always the classic. I love when you go on Twitch and it's like, here's someone you've never heard of who has like tens of thousands of people watching them, and when you accidentally click on their stream, you're like, oh god, no.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Lucas, do you want to go to TwitchCon?
What do you mean?
Like TwitchCon, it's on. Do you want to go and get a hoodie and then wear it every time we go out to the pub, so people ask us about when we went to TwitchCon?
Where is TwitchCon? Isn't it in America?
There's two, because I keep getting sent advertisements for it. There's one in Rotterdam in September, I think, or June, and then one in San Diego. Holland, I think.
Yeah, I thought it might be, yeah. I don't feel like I care enough to go to a TwitchCon.
But what you need to do is you need to go get the hoodie and then wear it everywhere you go, and people ask you about it, go, oh, I don't only talk about being a streamer, you know.
Yeah, I know that people like really like the Mystery Dungeon games, like
But
Like all the Pokemon spin-offs, like, I think they're the most popular.
You know?
Hello? Oh?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah.
I think we cut out or something then for a second.
Oh, with my internet. With my internet being dickish.
Well, it might be my internet, because, like, just issues contacting these Pokerogue servers.
Yeah, because I'm hoping it's not mine, because I'm about to get that, like, booster. Just like, oh, if like my Wi-Fi is going to cut out, I might have to, like, get that sorted. That's what I thought. It's like, if I talk to you on
for a second and try and sort this out, but hello, everyone. I'm just going to try and, like, get rid of this browser, maybe open up a new one. This is... Like, I love, like, I test it out beforehand of just, like, is the game running okay? Like, yeah, it's running fine. But, okay, I'll commit to playing this, and then, like, we get 2 levels in, it glitches out, and then starts being like, yeah, we can't contact servers.
Yeah.
Well, it's been lovely, everyone. It's been a lovely time doing one battle in Pokerogue.
It wasn't really tough.
Dear God. I got a little bleep then. So ready? I had my Pokemon mug. I was like, let's try it out. Let's do some rogueliking. I've been really in the mood for some roguelikes. Of like, obviously Hades 2's come out, so people are talking about that, and I've also been playing loads of Balatro.
Yeah.
Hades is very good. I'm curious, actually, Red Hot, as like, when using the Split Pad Pro, I presume that's one with like triggers on the bottom. Like, what buttons are you mapping to that for Hades? Maybe like the dash was my first thought.
You don't like R2 and L2, right? There we go. Okay, I fixed my internet. It's because like the little booster thing I bought, you have to boot it up each time you turn on your thing. So maybe like at some point I can go like, run on startup.
Well, we appear to be reconnected. I like as well how it's like mystery community goal, and it's like, well, what about mystery dungeon? It's like, I guess that works. Like a literal mystery goal. Mapping the dash would be a good idea, yeah.
Just do a stream of kicking yourself in the balls.
Yeah, I was literally tempted to buy Hades 2 to stream on Mondays, just as like an excuse to play some Hades 2 without actually like properly playing Hades 2 and waiting for the game.
Mate, Hades 2 will consume your life, and you know it's the only thing that would ever tempt me to get a Steam Deck.
Yeah, right.
Like the Steam Deck might be the most useless device for like nice purposes.
So we do have a return to the like Hoppit battle. It seems as though there's only like 17 people online, so it seems as though the servers just had a moment.
Okay.
Let's put a Reviver Seed on Bulbasaur. Oh no.
Is it not going well, is it?
It's not. As you say, I wonder if
this
it's
Hoppit...
just like...
Jim
yeah, this Hoppit's having a rough one. Wonder if it is just that, like, yeah, streamers are promoting the game too much and the server's like, nope.
They're hammering it.
This is a problem with trying to make it so that your game's entirely relying on servers of like, don't worry, everything will be saved by us. It's like, maybe just give me like a local client that I can try like a version of this game on. But Carl, everything will be saved to the cloud. It's like, well, currently the cloud is just telling me this Hoppit wants to die a lot.
Yeah. It's like the thing when I was getting my internet sorted out, the reason I went with my internet supplier is because they were the supplier to my old place. It went down once in 4 years. And that was because they told me it was going to go down. It went down once for an hour at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I only noticed it because I always happen to be up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, yeah. It's like multiple times when I'd be streaming and Virgin would be like, oh, don't worry, like your internet's going to go out, but it's only going to go out at midnight. And I'm like, but I'm working then. That might be convenient for people working 9 to 5s, but it's not for me.
Like, literally the SpongeBob meme, like, who the hell's working at 1 AM? Lucas. Oh boy, 1 AM! Can't wait to start work. now. Like, what starter then, Lucas, do you think gets the biggest fucking downgrade?
Downgrade in which sense?
Like, what goes from like the cutest to like, what the fuck is this?
I think Fennekin. I think Fennekin and Brazian are perfect. And then Delphox is just... meh.
It's too humanoid. I don't like the humanoid thing. But that's clearly what sells.
Clearly. For certain reasons.
Yeah. Then you have like Meowscarade as well. Like, oh man, when I saw like the fan art of like, it'd be like a lion with like a big leaf as a mane. Or like a saber-toothed tiger that's made entirely out of grass. I thought that looks so fucking cool. It's like, what is it? Oh, it's a person wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Like Game Freak's like living up to like the second part of his name. Like, come on, Carl, you'd lift that tail up. It's like, no, go away.
So we do really appear to be struggling here. They
just get Lucas, just go onto Bulbapedia and just scroll through all the Pokemon.
Oh no.
Let's talk about each Pokemon.
Speaking of Fennekin.
Bring it in. Is Fennekin in Scarlet and Violet?
All of the starters are now, yes.
Are there?
Yeah.
Because like, I remember like building a pretty decent like middle stage. Like, do that, yeah. Like it was a Braxian with like Eviolite. Remember working quite well. Well, it wasn't perfect, but just with Eviolite, it was all right.
With what Pokemon?
Braxian.
Oh, Brazian, yeah.
Oh, Brazian.
Yeah. It's not bad, but it's not good.
Yeah, but it's like I just can't bring myself to use Delphox.
The only thing I like about Emboar is it's shiny. It gets like the blue flame look, but I do not.
Yeah, it works. Like, you know, the evolution line fits. So it's not like it looks bad. It's just that I don't like the look of it, but it does fit with like the little piggy. You know, Brazian is so gutting, like, you know, when it pulls out like the stick and use it like a wand. It's like, oh, that's so fun. It's like, oh, this is like Ninetales, but it's like a little bit more Digimon.
Yeah, this is seemingly unplayable at the moment.
No.
Oh. So I do not know what's going on. I wonder if, like, if I press the menu, it has like anything of Discord. Maybe
let's do it live.
Check, like, yeah, well, fuck it.
Maybe like mute this, mate. I can see this on my screen.
No, yeah, I've just changed it, so it should be gone. That's right. I'll just leave this here. While I sort all this shit out, people see my Discord. If I just go to the Discord and it's like, yeah, the game's not working right now. Like, okay, cool, well, I can commit to not playing this then, but like, if right now it's just like, invites are currently paused for this server.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of people going in. Oh, I looked at Brazian as well. It doesn't get its psychic type until it finally fucking evolves.
Oh, really?
Also, I can't get it because I haven't got the DLC. The only good Pokemon get the DLC. It's like, fuck you, Pokemon.
Well,
Lucas,
I mean,
send me
that's
one.
simple enough because I can just send you it, can't I? But
yeah. But it's the more thing like, would I build a team around it? It's like, there's too many teams I'm building right now, and it's like, build a team around this like mid-range fire Pokemon when like there's 40 legendaries I can put on. And build teams around.
I agree with the idea of Emboar being a better design than Blaziken. Do you think Infernape's a better design than Blaziken?
Yeah, I think Blaziken just looks too stupid. It's too simple. Like, it works as a sprite, but when they moved it to 3D, so there's a lot of the sprites that look really bad translated to 3D.
Yeah.
It's like, do you like The Simpsons? It's like those designs, classic, timeless, and as soon as you put The Simpsons in 3D and see Lisa's head, like, these designs should never be 3D.
Yeah, it's one of those of like, with sprites you can cater it to be posed and like positioned in like a way that basically you can get like the perfect shot. Quote unquote,
Yeah, it's only ever
Pokemon,
designed
like,
to be seen from one direction. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why like a lot of the Pokemon look really shit with it. They just stand in their default A pose and don't do anything. They weren't designed to be seen initially from behind.
But yeah, like a lot of them is like all of a sudden, instead of getting these like two different poses, which are very much like designed by individuals to like only be seen in one way, you've got like the back sprite and the front sprite, and each one's like the perfect way to look at the Pokemon, or you know, exactly as intended. Maybe not, they don't look the best from the back all the time, but it's just, yeah, instead you're like, oh, let's have these sweeping cameras of this Pokemon just stuck in an A pose, not doing anything.
Yeah. It's why like Blaziken looks great as a sprite, looks terrible as a 3D model.
There's a lot of people.
Probably.
Oh wow. Yeah, quite a few people being like, oh hey, servers are not doing good.
Well, Luke, if you want it to work, remember just send the developers racial slurs on Twitter. That usually works.
No, don't say that, Carl. No, you're gonna get me like banned on Twitch.
Well, is that not how you express distaste and annoyance to people who make video games? I thought it was. I thought it was, right? I thought that's what you did.
Yeah, I can only see a couple of people on Twitter at least, but that's the thing, is most people are probably in the Discord going like, hey, is the game down? But the invites for the Discord are down because it's gotten too popular. So I'm just like, okay, so I can't even properly check in the community page, like, is the game playing correctly at the moment?
Just boot up Destiny, Lucas, and play a few games of Destiny.
Let's see if I can do it.
This is rough. Yeah, like you're getting like what, 2 minutes in?
Let's give it one more shot.
The classic one more.
What's going on is we're struggling to get a game running because we were like, let's check out this Pokemon roguelike game that people are talking about, and the servers are just not having any of it.
The thing is, though, I wonder how these fans feel now. I bet they're probably thinking like, yeah, Pokemon Company is shit at making games. It's like, how easy do you think it is, eh?
Yeah.
Not so easy to make a Pokemon game, is it?
No.
Have it run flawlessly. Oh, you're getting yelled at on Discord and social media because the game's not running perfectly. You've not got a million Pokemon in there. I wonder what that's like.
Yeah. Dear, oh dear. Give it one last refresh and try. So, apologies for everyone. I'm doing my best.
Oh, man.
I got recommended this, and it's like the one night that it's apparently not working is the night I choose to give it a shot.
Maybe like a little Fennekin with yellow light.
It's just it's Sod's Law in it. So, like the one time I would give it a shot is when it's not working.
Like generally, you get what, one chance at a first impression, maybe two if you fit.
Yeah, it's just not loading into the next game. Okay. Like I've tried a few more battles, and just every single time it just goes back to the main page.
That's fair. Oh man, I forgot about Chestnut as well. Maybe you could send me a Chestnut. Chestnut, I fucking love Chestnut.
I'm just wondering if there's like any other Pokemon game that we can play, like that isn't just doing some battles. I'll say I wanted to give people a bit of a break from that today. Trying to think of like what other is like any like Pokemon.
Holy
like...
shit. Lucas, Chestnut's like the boy.
Yeah. What do you mean, Chestnuts?
Chestnut can get belly drum.
I mean, yeah, but it's got to survive to get a belly drum off, right?
That's fair. You can also get Quick Guard, Wide Guard, and Super Fang.
Ooh.
So that could be a pretty good like support set. And Pain Split.
Yeah, Quick Guard and Life Guard. Quick Guard and Wide Guard. Probably both quite useful. Obviously, Wide Guard is like super meta.
Yeah.
Or super
but you can learn that.
I guess. Like.
And then Super Fang for like just any Pokemon loses half its health, but then also Pain Split.
That is true. The Flutter Mane, just like one fucking Moonblast. And Incineroar, like two of them still most used like regular Pokemon.
That's what you got. Yeah.
Just like massive counters to it of just one.
It's a shame how like all the interesting fun stuff is just like it's outdone by this one Pokemon. The reason I like Chestnut as well is its stats. It's a HP 88, attack 107, defense 122. I like that it's not just 100, 120.
Yeah.
The amount of Pokemon is like
I think it was Gen 6 that started doing that of like Greninja's not got like 110 base speed like Garchomp, it's got like 112. So that you can just inch out Garchomp every time. I think I'm trying to think of the stats off the top of my head. I think that's what they were, but
yeah, I hate how like when
the point was that like Greninja had a little bit more speed than Garchomp, so that it was guaranteed you could make it faster if you wanted.
Yeah, which obviously Pokemon probably weren't thinking about. They just thought it'd be more interesting than giving everything. Because I always thought they should start doing that with the evolutions, because that's one of the reasons why presumably they've not made new ones, isn't it? 'Cause they have to have 130 in one stat, and they've already made 6 different ones.
110 and then like 90 or whatever the split. Yeah.
Because they've committed to doing that, there's not really much they can do, because they've already made one. They've already made like every conceivable combination of that stat spread.
I mean, they probably haven't, right?
Yeah, but like the fact they've stuck, it's like, fire, grass, water. The fact they've stuck to those 3 things for 9 gens, they can never deviate.
There's 10,000 players online again.
There we go. That's probably why it was like
maybe the game's fixed. Let's have a look. It went from 30 when I looked 1 second to 10,000. I was like, maybe the game's fixed itself now. Because I'm just sat here like, what do we do? This was my plan for the night. I was so ready. Another shot. Get that Bulbasaur. This hip-hop has died for like the 20th time. Did I just call it a hip-hop? Not a hoppy.
That's a good name for it though.
Oh, we made it to the next battle, Carl.
The Pat Rat.
We got into battle 3. We're past step 1. So things seem to be working again. Hopefully everyone can like see and hear the game okay. Your Pokemon are recalled before. So it seems as though, yeah, defense down 1. But like basically your stat changes occur until like a biome change happens. Makes it interesting because it's not like just, oh, when the next Pokemon dies, like you lose your stat changes. It's like, and you keep stacking and stacking and stacking.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get back to Poke-Rogue, hopefully. Are we all doing good in terms of like being able to see and hear the game again? It appears to be on my screen preview. It appears to be all going well. Raises defense HP.
Yes, Chikorita, Geary's Berry. Yeah, Zigzagoon.
Like,
fucking bring it back.
Let's try and catch a Zigzagoon, shall we?
Bring it back. One of my favourite Pokemon, let's go.
Like, I always thought Zigzagoon and Linium were fine. It's
why
Galarian
they make
Zigzagoon
it
and like
Gene Simmons. Why does it evolve to look like a human being dressed in a fursuit?
Well, I really like Obstagoon.
I just wish it didn't look humanoid.
I wish everything didn't look human. I'm fine with Obstagoon looking that way. I wish every Pokemon didn't begin looking that way. It's why nearly all of my favorite Pokemon are like the non-human-esque Pokemon, minus a couple cool ones like Greninja, for example.
Yeah.
Teach Super Fang to a Pokemon.
Fuck yeah. Teach it to you.
Zigzagoon can learn it, yeah. Oh, we've got a trainer battle going on.
Like, Super Fang's such an interesting move, because it's just 50% of your health gone.
Yes.
Done. Fuck you.
Oh, what's a Rogue Ball?
Might allow you to catch, like, enemy Pokemon, maybe. That Lanoon's just such a boy. Look at it go. Well, look at it. How can it not? The power on display.
Shit, Chikorita, don't die.
Yeah, get wrecked.
He'll learn Razor Leaf, that's good. Good. Also learn Growth. Another Zigzagoon to deal with. It's the swapping that's the problem here.
Just swap into the
Chimchar, but...
Oh, tackle. Go for the scratch.
Yeah.
See this holding the berry when it comes back to life anyway?
Nope.
Oh, I thought you got that. It's a roguelike, you'll get stronger as you go back.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
You're supposed to die.
Also overgrown.
You know what? I'm glad that it actually tells you that it's gone up.
Mm-hmm.
No. I always remember, like, every now and again, you're just reminded of, like, the most baller thing in any game is when that, like, rich boy Winston uses a full restore on his level 8 Zigzagoon. In done.
There we go. We got a revive here.
So there's never been a better display of, like, absolute dominance.
What a waste Lechonk was. Like, Unkaloin is such a bad design.
As well, because it's just another normal type.
Yeah.
Wow, an unremarkable normal type. They couldn't even give it, like, normal ground.
Yeah, yeah.
They seem, like, so dead set against making Pokemon
that's just like
normal and
Diggersby,
something
right?
out. As well, sorry? Yeah.
That's just a Diggersby. The normal ground.
Well, they seem so against, like, making Pokemon, like, normal something or other. There's only, like, a handful. Like, normal flying is probably the one exception. It's like, give me a normal bug.
Yeah.
Give me, like, normal ground.
Oh, yeah.
Give me, like, normal rock. Yes. That's what I always did when I played, like, Ruby and Violet. Or, Ruby and Sapphire. You give the Zigzagoon the silk scarf, so I always thought it made it look like super tight. It's got a little ascot on.
Oh god, that's Starly.
It was always worth as well when you had, like, just the Zigzagoon when you were playing the game, and every now and again it'd pick up the nugget, and you're like, there you go.
I think Starly's going to take out our entire team here.
Where'd it go? Lechonk. Yeah, it's too fast.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's in a higher speed tier, Lucas. There's nothing you can do. It's wearing a choice scarf. This choice scarf, Starly.
I genuinely didn't think we were going to move first, and that's why I just did running away. There we go. Wiped out by a Starly.
New game. But when you get, now you can take Zigzagoon with you.
Well, that means we can grab a Zigzagoon for 2 points. So this is kind of what it's about, right? Is like getting a little bit further and catching a few Pokemon to like be able to take with you to begin with.
Yeah.
So
take
we could take
man.
2 regular starters and a Lechonk and a Zigzagoon from beginning.
Hell yeah.
Which I know is not going to be the best because there's 2 normal types, but you know what? Let's use a Mudkip. Everyone does look at the Mud. And again.
Don't worry, it's not going to evolve. Yeah.
There we go, Lillipup. So I think the aim right now is probably actually just keep
catching
every Pokemon we can find, and then we build up that like starting little catalogue of Pokemon. There you go.
You still get the XP, right?
Yeah, we still get some XP for catching, yeah. Oh,
XP all
as well. A Whimsor.
Like Whimsy as well. What do you think about Loudred? Do you like Loudred and Exploud?
I don't like how little Exploud has. Like, I wish Loudred to Exploud it got more speakers.
Even more.
I like Exploud's design, but I think it's lacking a little bit because it doesn't commit to the theme.
Yeah, because it gets like exhaust, doesn't it?
Yeah, and like I don't associate that with the idea of making more noise. There we go.
And again, just another one.
And the candies are for like catching the Pokemon over and over again, like in Pokemon Go. So you can keep catching the same Pokemon, and eventually you'll have enough candies to be able to pick like the secondary abilities that it's got and stuff instead to
Just egg move.
Got it.
Yeah. Like, yeah, Exploud, just another unremarkable normal type. Yeah, Tauros is right there.
Oh, Scatterbug though. Speaking of like actually doing something cool with one of the basic Pokemon is Vivian. Just is still a cool like Pokemon, and it's not great competitively or anything, but finally they made an interesting idea and gimmick for just one of the starter bugs.
Yep. It's just whenever you caught it, you get a different design. But also, it's quite decent because it has Friend Guard. So a few Pokemon with Friend Guard. And Friend Guard is super fucking good because it's just a straight up 25% damage reduction. Your teammates, so you give it Friend Guard, Protect, and Rage Powder or whatever.
It's also just got like a couple of decent support abilities. It's got like Quiver Dance and stuff. We'll get rid of.
You get a Wide Guard as well.
Yeah, it's got really good move pool for sure.
Yeah, so it's got Friend Guard, its ability, like 30 different designs. You can just fucking stunt on people with your designs. And it moves that it can get all the powders, Light Screen, Draining Kiss, Quiver Dance, Endure, pretty decent, Air Slash.
Oh, why does Paul Me look like that?
That bulldog.
That inbred bulldog. That's like the wide boy.
Oh, Lucelle's working also on Tailwind, so there you go.
Oh, sweet, yeah.
Tailwind, Friend Guard, done. Paul Me as well, he's one of those Pokemon, he doesn't change enough.
No.
Like, he just stands up.
I was ready for, like, because there's Paul Me and then Paul Mo. And then I was like, okay, Paul Mo's, you know, not the biggest of changes, but what happens when it evolves into Pawmot? And it evolved into Pawmot, and for one brief second I was like, oh, did I cancel the evolution?
Yep.
He's like, no, that's almost a Pawmot. You're done.
And the problem is as well, it could have been really cool. Lightning Bear could have been so fucking cool.
And Lightning Fighter Bear.
Yep, Lightning Fighting Bear.
Yeah.
And it's just... the annoying thing is as well, it's alright because, it's the Pikachu for that generation, it's got fighting type in. That makes it interesting. It looks so shit.
It just looks really boring.
It's like, you will never be Stuffle.
But then Stuffle, I hate Beware.
I love Beware because Fluffy is so fucking strong.
I mean, the ability is great, but like I don't like the design of Beware.
I think I like it because how stupid it looks.
Fair. I know that there are some people that are like that, yeah.
Yeah, I like that when you give it max defense and HP, give it Fluffy, and just give it Pain Split. It's like hurt me. Good Wurmple.
Cody withdrew Wurmple. Cody knows how to withdraw Pokemon.
He does.
Yeah, Campy can be good, but I think it was just like, with how cute Stuffle was, it was like, it's still one of the cutest Pokemon to ever exist. And I was expecting something like to lead into that, and it just didn't.
A Fluffy Eviolite Stuffle is also really fucking strong. I had that and I teamed it up with Mudsdale, and just the defense, give it Brutal Swing.
Send that in for, what is it, is it like the Tiny Cup or whatever they call it?
No, Little Cup, yeah. But even just like regularly, put it into VGC.
But, like, I imagine Little Cup that would like, annihilate people.
You just couldn't kill it. I'm gonna give it Pain Split. Oh, Big Nugget.
Big Nugget.
Get the money.
Let's give a Scatterbug a potion.
Get the fucking cash. It's clearly the rarer option.
Get the bigger nugget.
That's like doubled your money almost.
Fletchling.
That Fletchling sprite looks weird. That looks like it's from a different game.
It's because we're not used to seeing the sprites, right? They don't have official
No,
sprites.
that's not the Fletchling sprite.
I mean, we
So you
probably
play
do
that?
somewhere have official sprites, though, right? There's probably some of it somewhere. For, like the Pokédex apps or something like that. Pokeball. Okay, now we can get rid of Lechonk. It's, you know, it's done as well. Fine. We'll miss you, Lechonk, but I think Fletching is going to be a lot more useful. Or Fletchling, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Increases defense of all party members by 1 for 5 battles. Why not? I like as well how we've had this super long, we haven't had one double battle and it's about to run out.
Yeah. Look at Ekans, another wasted Pokemon. Where's like Ekans' like second evolution?
What you want about? It's Snake.
But the thing is though, like all of the Gen 1 Pokemon, like give it a second one. Give Arbok another evolution.
It's like they did with a couple of Pokemon, like for example Ursaluna. Like I think a few more Pokemon need that treatment of like not necessarily
maybe not
maybe not
the Ursaluna treatment.
but like in terms of they just like Wordia, where Stantler just got another evolution.
Yep.
Well, you got an evolution.
Because it was useless beforehand. It's like, well, at least now it evolved into something good. Like, again, just what does Ekans do? What does Arbok do?
Like, yeah, what purpose on a team does, like, not Ekin, Arbok do nowadays? Like, why would you ever pick just having an Arbok?
And that's the reason why, if you give it a second evolution as well, that means that Arbok can now be useful, just with Eviolite, because all those Pokemon are pretty decent with it.
Oh,
like, look at, like, Rhydon.
There was that, like, weird, that weird time when the Pokemon anime was, like, the dub of it was like, hey, what evolves into Survivor? And then it's like, it comes back from the commercial break, it's like, oh yeah, Arbok evolves into Survivor. It's like, wait, what? No, they're just snakes.
They just look similar.
It would have been cool if
Is
Survivor was an Arbok evolution.
Oh, I bet now it'd be a regional variant.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of Pokemon's biggest mistakes is bringing back old Pokemon in new gens, because it just means that so many old or even sometimes new Pokemon are completely fucking useless or made pointless by previous or new Pokemon. Whereas if they just reset it every year.
Or Magic the Gathering style.
Yep. The thing is, it sounds stupid and money grabbing until you realise the alternative is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, look at this OC. That's an OC, right?
That is, yeah. They've got too many accessories on. Well, they actually don't, but the fact that they've got like the double belt, it's like, you know.
Yeah. I think like an Arbok as well. Do what the classic that does. Like, jokes, it's like snakes shed their skin. Give it like a dual evolution of like the shed skin, like Shedinja. Make make it a ghost type.
The thing left over, yeah.
Like do a poison ghost type and then do like the full evolution. You could do something so fun with that. Because the only other snake Pokemon you get is like Sandbite. I think looks stupid as fuck.
Oh, I hate Sandaconda, yeah.
These are going so fucking cool. Remember where like you could just have Belly Drum, Extreme Speed Linoon, and it's like fuck you. It's like the most fuck you Pokemon ever won it.
Oh no.
I remember specifically like EV training a Linoon, so it'd have exactly the right amount of HP, so when it used Belly Drum, it would always eat its citrus berry.
The classic, yeah.
But then you team it with like...
wrong and it's got 1 extra HP, and it doesn't activate the berry, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
And that's why like, Battle Tower needs to come back, because it's so annoying testing team makeups online against people just fucking spamming legendaries. Oh, you paralyzed his Pokemon.
Right, taking out the Charmander, we should easily take out the Hulu. On we like quick attack. Excellent.
This Hoohoo.
Attack it down.
Hoohoo's going down. No chance. Yeah, fucking wrecked.
But, yeah. I like how we just get XP all first turn. Like, that was just real nice stroke of luck. Oh, we got the professor asked me to give you these items. Super EXP charm. EXP all. Oh, we got another 8 EXP all.
They all stack, right?
They do stack, yeah.
Hyper voice.
Roguelike. That thing is, like, you tell me there's a roguelike game that's good, I'm all in. Oh, ditto!
The thing is, I'm still reeling from that tactic of get a Ditto and make it transform into your own Pokemon. When you thought Calorie X Shadow was bad, well, the 2 Calorie X Shadows.
You want a Ditto? Ditto, come with us. Oh, God, yeah, there it is. Ziggy, that's
It's getting you.
painted.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you with your own move.
Wasted 3 Great Balls on this thing. Oh, God damn it!
It's probably like a really rare encounter though.
Yeah.
Like cat.
Come on.
Hold down B.
Of course, I did. And we caught it with a Pokeball.
Starmie, like again, what they started with Sun and Moon of regional variants should have been the only thing they should have done. They should have released a game of here's 150, here's the original 150 redesigned.
I'd have hated it.
I'd have thought
I'd
they
have
should,
absolutely hated it because I hate them leaning into fucking Gen 1ers.
at the very least though they should have done it more. The fact there's only like 4.
I mean, I like the fact that like, every time we get like, you know, here's like 5, 10 of them and a bunch of new ones. I would abhor the idea of like we're not giving you any new Pokemon, they're all going to be variants. Because like I cannot stand how much they're like, don't you fucking love Charizard and Gen 1? I'm like,
That's fair, yeah. There was a lot of Charizard. I just more mean in the sense of there's so many Pokemon they could have done it with, they didn't. Then
Yes.
they go and give Charizard 3 fucking Mega Evolutions. Like Crystal Onyx is right there.
it is. Yeah, it is.
Like Crystal Onyx got a Staryu form that has a different gem in the middle.
Like, yeah, we got a Abra boss fight.
Don't you just teleport away and you get no XP?
Hold on. Oh, it tried to teleport away. I don't know if we just got lucky getting a boss fight that like couldn't do anything back. I can't wait for when it's like, because each EXP all gives you 20% of EXP for all your other Pokemon. But if that if you get 6, does that mean you're getting 120% XP to your partners?
Hell yeah.
I hope that's what it means.
Oh man, don't spoil Hades boons. Not the Hades 2 boons. I don't want to know what gods turn
They're
up.
playing Hades 1.
Oh, thank God. So I know why some of the gods turn back up. Don't want to know Hades 2 spoilers.
The level cap has increased to 16.
I fuck as what Meowth got 2 variants and they both suck.
They both are shit, yeah.
Like they both look fucking terrible. Like Persian is such a cool looking Pokemon. All they had to do get either a stat boost or just another evolution.
I like the fact that it pops up with like, oh hey, did you know that it got Technician on this attack? Like every time Meowth hit, it was like, oh, we should have actually called that Technician. Keep forgetting that we can catch all these Pokemon.
in this Pokemon game.
Well, I'm just thinking like, oh, I need to survive and battle. Because I'm just thinking in terms of like playing a roguelike, but...
Also in a roguelike, you need to build up your item pool and stuff, don't you?
Oh, Baneri.
Yeah. Not bad Pokemon. I hate its
I like
Megaform.
Mega Lopunny, which is such a shame that it's gone now. Because, like, I thought Mega Lopunny really, like, leaned into... Like, fuck it, it looks like it's wearing, like, a fucking gym outfit and been training.
That's not what it looks like, Luca. It's
I
not
mean,
a gym
it does
outfit.
to me.
It's wearing fishnets and it's lifting its tail up.
It does to me, but I know
Your
other
poor-
people interpret it as, yeah.
Or innocent Lucas.
I know.
How is it that we got like Buneri and Diggersby? And it's like, man, talk about just. Yeah, Joe, speaking of disappointing evolutions, Diggersby, what the fuck is
Yeah.
that thing?
You know what? Fuck Palmy. I'll never forget you, Palmy. Yes, I will.
Or is that Pawmont? I guess I'll never find out.
Well, Clefairy, I think, was not meant to be Ash's partner. I think it was meant to be, like, the main Pokemon within the manga.
Yeah.
I think it
It's like a
was.
star.
Or maybe that it is in the manga, I can't remember. Because there's a very big difference between, like, Red in the manga and Ash in the anime. And I know
Yeah, I
Ash
still think-
appears in the manga sometimes.
I still think like Red should have become like the Sephiroth of Pokemon and just keep fucking turning up. I love that they talk about his legend and all he does is train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poochie.
Poochie. Gonna go back to its home planet.
Try and level up the Scalp.
There's no sand in your eyes, what a dick move.
Yeah, that stuns 4 on the go.
So I throw sand in your eyes, I paralyse you. How'd you like that?
I'm not sure that's a fair trade-off. Just paralysing someone for them throwing sand at you. Yeah, the whole, well, yeah, I like Vaporeon. It's like, oh, I know why you like Vaporeon. It's like, no, leave me and Vaporeon alone.
So you know who looks like Vaporeon, my favourite evolution? And the
Vaporeon's
reason
really
why
cool, yeah.
is because it's one of the few ones where they actually change the design quite a bit. Like Flareon, okay, it's just fluffier. Like Jolteon, sharp, but Vaporeon gets like the mermaid tail.
Yeah.
And he gets like acid armor, so he can kind of melt, and in the anime, like it sinks into the water, doesn't it? So it can kind of become water.
Kind of, yeah, it's a bit weird, yeah.
I thought that was like a really cool visual, and I thought it's just like the evolution that commits to the gimmick.
Change. Oh, that's a crossroad.
Always me out
Yeah,
for it.
that copy bastard does need to
Kill it.
die that horrible death.
Fake out. Oh, technician fake out. You need to catch this,
Technician fake
Lucas.
out, yeah.
You need to catch technician fake out, meow. Technician fake out is like such a fucking strong tactic.
Calm down, Meow, please. Baby doll eyes.
I'm guessing you're sacrificing the Baneri
Mm-hmm.
because you just swap it out for the next one. And stun it.
Oh, yeah, we should.
We'll go for rock smash, maybe we'll get the defense lowered. There we go. Look at that damage. Like technician on like scratch with stab at like level 9 is so strong.
Yeah, it is. That's why I'm going for it. That's so much stronger than Baneri is. Farewell, Baneri. I like the fact that it doesn't even let you like nickname your Pokemon because it knows like this is a roguelike, they're all disposable as fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck is D at the moment? Don't know.
You probably increase those like items.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like double battles is such an interesting thing because it's the official format for battling for Pokemon, and yet they've never committed to it in game.
Not really, no.
It's always like one gimmick boss fight at a gym, and then like a couple of trains in the overworld.
There's like maybe 5 to 10 throughout the entire game.
It's always weirded me out. It's the official format for the game to be played by Pokemon, and they don't have it in the game.
Yeah, barely. That's true, if it's got the stab payday. Up as it ended. Which is just having a day.
Having a mare.
But I don't know how that's happened. I'm pretty sure you subbed like in the last week or so, right? Unlock rock throw.
Why is like Mudkip like rock throw and shit?
I thought it was sub Tuesday. Yeah, I thought it was like in the last week or so that you'd sub. Like, I thought it was week. Mudkip just learning all the moves because like Mudkip is Mudkip canon. Oh god, like that. Just the headbutt coming in.
It's also as well when people say, man, those designs you like in Gen 9 are really boring. Remind them that Seal exists.
Yeah, exactly.
Just fake it out.
Well, I'm gonna
punch it in the face and fake out. Let's go.
Don't have payday.
Technician fake out.
It doesn't have payday yet, at least. That's the thing, though. It's like, you know, I don't have a problem with Seal or Dugong, but like,
it's when people talk about Gen 1 designs being the best, or they make like later gens being boring. It's like rose tinted glasses are like. Keep in mind, we had like first gen had rock with arms and some eggs.
Yes, Pokeball with eyes. Like,
and then upside down
Pokeball.
Pokeball.
Everything that everyone makes it out to be is what the point is.
Speaking of like, you know, something that needed to get an evolution, why is there not regional variants of like the Master Ball version?
Yeah.
I like Vivillon
the,
with like slightly different stats.
The Hisuian version though.
That's cool, but why is there not like a Master Ball version of like Electrode? How fucking cool would that be? Oh, you can't.
Yeah, just giving Rock Throw to like early Mudkip is great, but it does kind of make sense. But yeah, just Mudkip apparently getting all cool.
I do love when you play these like fan games. You can tell which are the favourites. I remember when you played that one where it's like the combination Pokemon. And sometimes you like combine them, it's like it's clearly someone's OC because it's way too detailed.
Yeah, and some of them were like, you know, a lot of like the Eevee ones, for example, where it's like, oh, each Eevee fusion has like 8 different custom sprites for it, and then you go to, you know, like a Seal, and it's like there's no custom sprites for this Pokemon. It's like, okay.
I will say though, Dugong's hilarious because I love its sprite of just like so.
Oh, so
always like
it
you just
stays transformed until you swap it back out.
That's interesting.
So it's now just a little Shuppet. That's cool. Although, you know, its ghost moves are not going to work on either of these Pokemon, so just
Screech.
Reach down this Lechonk.
Green.
Reach at a Lechonk. Like, what does it actually feel like? Like, oh, it always sounds a bit silly. Like, oh, just you know, oh, they're just using screech. But what does it feel like to get screamed at so harshly that your defense goes in half?
My interpretation is, it's like when you put your hands to your ears. You put your hands to your ears, like it makes it really easy to punch you in the gut.
Yeah, true.
That was always my take on it. Of like, when you like recoil in pain when something's really loud, it makes it really hard to like do anything else. And you're disorientated and stuff, and you're dazed a little bit.
Yeah.
I always read it like that.
I always forgot that Fletchling's ability was big pecs, but like pecs as in like pecs from
his attack can't. This attack can't be lowered. It's like this 3-inch tall bird. Like, you imagine like you walked outside your house and you saw a sparrow and you told it to fuck off, and it said the sparrow's got big pecs. It's not scared. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, like, they do, when I went for surgery, like, some of the things they told me, like, could happen, won't get into it, because, you know, it's very personal, but, like, some of the things that they were telling me, like, yeah, it horrible shit. Not likely to happen, but we have to let you know that there's, like, a possibility, even if it's, like, the smallest amount of possibility. Which I respect, you know, that you have
well, they need to, like, you've got to have informed consent, yeah. It's like, okay, the risks are there, but they're very minimal. We'll do everything in our power to stop them. It's like, every day you walk down your stairs, there's a risk you might fall down and break your fucking neck.
Yeah, yeah. It's that weird thing as if, like, oh, you know, every time, for example, you got in a car, there was just somebody there going, hey, just sign this waiver that you know getting in a car could be dangerous.
I didn't know you'd rode in a Cybertruck.
Oh. If only. I wish it would come true, God.
You just have to recall all of them because the accelerator didn't work.
All of them?
Yeah, the accelerator didn't work. There was a great one where there was like small local newspaper that someone tracked down and went, yeah, someone's like just being a dickhead and driving through this like small coastal town in America in a Cybertruck, being like the big I am, look at me.
Yeah.
And the local news reporter's just following it around with a camera and he's like stuck on the beach. It was just like a series of posts like, oh look, someone turned up in a Cybertruck. They of course parked in 2 spaces and like right up to the curb. Mm-hmm. Here they are outside of like 7-Eleven. Of course they're parked in like, you know, like across like 4 lanes of fucking traffic. Now they're stuck on the beach.
Where else would you find a fucking moron just like end up getting trapped somewhere? Oh, okay. I didn't hear about that, but I saw like basically people having a go at H-Bomber guy, like, oh, that person's now saying that they're gonna like, you know, off themselves, and it's like not his, like, we can't never call out anybody because the consequences might be that they don't want to deal with it.
Well, that's always the thing, isn't it? Like, H-Bomber guy, if you watch the video, he spends like the last like 20 minutes talking about how like, I felt bad making this video, and as a result, I'm not monetizing it, or I'm not taking any of the money, and they specifically sent all the money it made, or like 20 million views worth, to all the people affected by it.
Yeah.
But James Somerton is a very classic example of a narcissist of I cannot be wrong.
Right, yeah.
And the path they took after that video came out was first, just delete everything. Then the classic narcissist thing of try to come back. That failed. Try to come back again. That fucked up. Okay, now they're like, they posted about like trying to commit suicide. Yeah. Then it turns out they weren't. Then they disappeared for a little bit. And they tried the suicide route again. And it's just like, some people just cannot accept. It's like, watching your career go down the toilet must fucking suck. But like, when you have like, it's your fault.
You must have known what you were doing and know that at some point, if you get caught, this is going to happen.
Well, that's what makes it so like fascinating from like, you know, a psychology side, because there are people who get cancelled and stuff and called out or whatever. Well, this is one where it's like, there is no world where they're able to defend themselves. It's like, what you did was wrong. You knew you were doing it. You capitalized on it and made tens of thousands of dollars doing so.
Yeah.
No one wishes harm against you. They just want you to. You're just not allowed to be back in this space anymore. It's like kicking. There's like an Ask Reddit, or it's like a Reddit post a few years ago. A guy who's like absolutely incensed that they're not allowed to go to like the local hobby shop.
Right.
And like posting like ask like the legal advice or whatever. Like, is there a way to force them to let me back in? It's like, what did you do? So, well, they said that I made someone in there uncomfortable. It's like, okay, so what did you do? So, you know, just one of the female members of staff offered to walk her home, and then she didn't want me to. Then I met her outside, and we happened to be walking the same way, and now I'm banned from the shop.
Oh my god!
And just like it keeps
so
doubling down and doubling down and doubling down.
You became a fucking stalker and don't want to admit it.
Yeah, and throughout the advice thread, like the people say, like, well, what have they done? They're just told you not allowed back in. It's like, but how do I get them to make them let me back in? It's like that of like, okay, I know I did wrong, but what is the specific order of things I have to do to undo this situation and get my old life back without any consequence? It's that, just on like, you know, on the internet of what are this, and that's why it's so fascinating to see the things that they've done to try and come back. Of like they're trying everything they can to try and get their previous success back, save for actually apologizing and putting the work in.
And at that point, it's like, yeah, fuck them. Like, they could have, you know, held the hands up and said, look, I've taken, like, time to reflect upon my actions and have decided to, like, come back and make my own videos and, you know, try to make up to the people that I ripped off and stuff. And
well, here's the thing, Lucas.
Like, no,
they did try that.
Oh, really? Okay.
But they tried that after doing the other two things of like just trying to come back and pretend nothing had happened.
Right, okay.
And that's the thing, and they tried to do it like a month afterwards, and it rang really hollow because when people asked them like, "Hey, you're one of the people who got plagiarized," they reached out to you to apologize. Well, now.
Yeah, that's the first thing you would think to do, right? And that, like, if you were a regular, sane, fucking human being. Like, if I just, for some reason, got placed in their shoes after that video came out, you would think the first thing that you would do is, like, reach out to both H1 My Guy and the people that you plagiarized.
And say, okay, what do I...
Dialogue with them.
Like, what do I need to do to make this right? What's the path of things that you should do? And at that point, like, you'd probably tell them to fuck off.
You probably would, but you would think that that's at least the first thing you would try.
Yeah, especially as, like, you know, a narcissist who doesn't want to put the effort in. It reminds me a little bit, I can speak to this, something similar happened when I was a writer, when back in the days of Cracks, a bunch of the writers got called out for you know, like weird sex pests and stuff. I know for a fact a bunch of the higher up people who got called out just deleted their online accounts, slinked away, and just went and worked anonymously behind the scenes. As like editors and stuff like that for other sites who just, okay, you're not allowed to put your name on the byline because your name's toxic, but you do good work and we don't care.
Bob?
I know a couple of them that are still working behind the scenes, just, you know, and ghost writing and stuff like that. Well, they know that their public persona, their life in the public eye is all but ended.
Yeah, sure.
That's a path, but the problem with James Summerton's case is that they didn't actually create anything of value. It was all stolen, so they can't. That's not an option that's available to them.
That was really good. Shut up.
Oh, here we go, people. What's it gonna do? Yeah!
Okay.
That's a good one.
Getting a nice little pink one. That's what I hated is like our UK one was just like the really boring green one.
This should have been like the national flag for your country, really, I think. That would have been fun. So I bet the Japanese one would have gone super fucking hard.
I mean, like,
just is good.
If it was just the your flag, then the Japanese one would just be like the white with the red in the middle, right?
Yeah, but I think like a pure white one would look really cool.
I mean, that's true, yeah.
Like, get that. So I'd want to get one from that country where on their flag they've got an AK-47.
Oh god.
I don't know which country. I want to double check what country that is. Mozambique. There we go. Yeah, Mozambique. So do you have like the classic like the sickle and hammer of like work factory work labor, the symbol of labourers. Anyone's ever been curious about why it's a sickle and a hammer? It's the symbol of the farmer and the factory worker.
Oh right, okay, I didn't know.
It's the symbol of labour. In Mozambique, it's the crossed hoe and the AK-47, which represents agriculture and defence.
Right.
With similar concepts, it's just
It's like
more.
I understand when you say it like that, but it does still sound just like, oh my god.
Because they've got an AK-47 on the things. But I bet you never knew that was an option, though, right? How many countries didn't know that was an option?
Yeah, just like, okay, we're gonna put a weapon on, like, not even a weapon, like an automated like assault rifle.
It's like that country that has a triangular flag, and like all the rest of you guys are your square flags of bitches. Look at our big triangle flag.
Yeah, you can decide where we go next. I'm not gonna say grassy field because I presume that's like continuing. So where do we go next?
I stick to your own path.
We do rock less. What do we do? Lake, and I'm gonna put that for like a couple of minutes as I just take a quick break. I'm just gonna start that poll in chat. Gonna go to my break screen, Carl. So you will be able to be here, like heard if you
I'll go have another cup of tea.
If you have your mic on, but yeah, we will be we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
You might want to mute up, Lucas. We can hear you.
And I am back. Thank you, everyone there, waiting for me. But
we could hear you as well, so you got to mute.
It's all right. It's not like I was doing anything ridiculous. I was just listening to a podcast while I was walking around and going to the toilet. I bet people were just like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was like, "Why did 4 people enter Luke's room at once?" Ah well, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, speaking of like just the bug Pokemon of bug Pokemon. Actually, no, I think you'll have been able to hear it, but not chat, because on my break screen I don't have my mic. But yeah, I know Carl's favourite bug Pokemon is Shedinja, but what's like your second favourite, Carl?
Ninjask.
Okay, what's your third favourite bug?
Nincada.
What's your fourth favourite bug, Carl?
Alright, which my favourite evolution line?
That's not obviously your favourite, which is Shedinja, but I already knew that one.
Pinsir.
We are going for Metropolis. Thank you for that, What was your answer there?
Pinsir.
Pinsir? Okay.
Yeah, I think Pinsir should get fighting type.
So what do you think about Mega Pinsir then?
I wish it was fighting type instead of flying.
Did you like the design?
The design was fine, but I just thought it makes so much sense of like, Scyther gets flying, it gets a second typing. Why does Pinsir not get fighting? And then Heracross come out and completely like, stole its thunder and ate his lunch.
Yeah, I genuinely think Shedinja's gimmick is maybe still the best gimmick in all of Pokemon.
It's so fun.
Like, there's a couple of really cool gimmicky Pokemon, but like, Shedinja's is maybe the best realized.
It's so strong.
Like, I think another one of my favorites is Mimikyu's, but that was...
Mimikyu's way too strong though, right?
It's very strong, but I'd argue Wonder Guard is stronger, like, as an ability, but Mimikyu's just a stronger Pokemon overall, but like, the annoying thing was that they gave that ability to Ice-Q immediately the next gen after, and Ice-Q sucks.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so you took this cool disguise ability that Mimikyu had, and then you gave Ice Head, I think it's called, to Ice-Q, and just stole its ability and made Mimikyu not a cool, unique ability Pokemon anymore. Like, Mimikyu is still fantastic just based off its, like, lore and design and stuff anyway, but...
Yeah.
It's just, it really annoyed me that it's like, but that's Mimikyu's thing and you gave it to somebody else.
Also, Ice-Q looks fucking terrible.
Terrible. I like it's pink, it's shiny because it's pink. I like as well the moment we got into the city, it's just, of course, there's a Rattata in the streets. Yeah, let's try and actually get this level on Mudkip, just to get it into the... I think at 16 it'll turn into Marshtomp, which is such a bad middle design in between Mudkip and Swampert, which are excellent.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this Rattata's are just like flinching me down. Rats do love cities. It's very, very well documented.
They do. You're never more than 6 foot away from one, even if you live in a skyscraper. In fact, if you live in a skyscraper, they're even closer because they can fly.
I've not heard that one before.
No, it's that whole thing that they always say you're never more than 6 foot away from a rat.
I've heard that, but I've never heard from like the because they can fly part of it.
I think one of the funniest jokes I made, you cut it out as well, is that I think it's in like the Sonic video where we talk about like Knuckles' dreadlocks letting him fly. Like, yeah, don't you know all people with dreadlocks can do that, but only once? I just love that as a joke. Like, they can all do it, but only
I think
once.
I just called that because I didn't want to confuse people.
Yeah, if wait, what does Cal think people like people with dreadlocks can fly?
I just didn't want it to get like into that weirdness of like people being like, oh, Carl doesn't know anything, or like, is Carl being serious right now, kind of thing. But,
you can never like fully get people to be convinced that you're being serious or joking.
And I will say, you know, obviously my favorite bug Pokemon is probably just Charger Bug at this point.
It's so strong, right?
I do have a cute little like hair clip of my second favorite bug Pokemon, probably, which is Joltik.
Joltik is fun.
Some little cute like hair clips of Joltik. Like I got
like
Genesum Mimikyu one. No, I got Genesum Snorlax ones, and then we got Mimikyu and Joltik ones in a.
I'm just waiting for you to buy a house, so I can come to your house and walk into the room and see the 5-foot Snorlax plush.
Yeah, like rats can be very cute if domesticated, but like, yeah, they're not. Generally speaking, rodents or pets, you've got to get used to not being around for very long.
Also, as well, like they can live like 7-8 years, like fancy rats. They're also like very trainable.
Speaking of fancy rats, I know it's not a rat, it's a hamster, but Morpeko.
Joke legit, I was like training a Morpeko because when I transferred them all from Sword and Shield, they lost all their moves. Actually, Morpeko is actually got the potential to be kind of cracked because it gets fake out. It gets parting shot, and it gets super fang.
And
it's like that's essentially what Incineroar gets.
Its angry mode is actually decent as well, isn't it? If I remember rightly.
He's a pure dark typing, yeah. So it prevents priority switch-ins.
Yeah.
So it starts electric, but just the fact it gets like fake out and parting shot, which is like what Incineroar gets, that's one of the things that makes Incineroar so strong. But it's faster than Incineroar.
Oh no.
Oh, Retaliate is such a good move.
The Hunger Switch. I love the idea as well of just like a Pokemon that's just really fucking angry because it's hungry. Like, yeah. I think that's a really just fun gimmick.
Yeah, Morpeko was like one of those Pokemon that I really ended up liking because I teamed it up with a Crocodile. And with Morpeko, it's really fast. So Morpeko would use Leer, and then Crocodile will just use Earthquake and kill the Morpeko. And the other two with like Moxie. Yeah. And just get a 3 times like attack boost.
I mean, like, I think Suicide Squad did a really good job of making Ratcatcher 2 like actually seem really formidable. Of like, yeah, just that is a really busted power, just having control over rats. Just sheer numbers.
But it's like that thing. Yeah, it's like when people make fun of Aquaman. So Aquaman, you control like water, and this he's like, I'm the king of the oceans. That's 3/4 of the earth, dipshit. So there's that episode of like the animated show where like, he rocks up to the UN, and he's like carrying a boat. He's like, this was trespassing on my territory. He's like, under what authority do you claim the seas? He's like, I'm the king of Atlantis. The entire ocean is my kingdom. And he just starts throwing fucking cruise liners into Gotham. There's nothing they can do about it because he's got diplomatic immunity.
Oh,
hell yeah.
I can't use Stun Spore on Morpeko because it's electric type, yeah, of course.
Fuck yeah, right.
Oh, Mudkip's evolving mid-battle.
Let's go. He's so strong.
Yeah, I think as well, isn't that what, like, a Plague Tale is based on? Like, is, like, all the waves of rats and shit, and, like, I think you like either you or your sister or something like gets the power to control them or some shit.
Yeah, I remember playing like a little bit of that, and then
I've
I realized
not played it, but I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah, it was a really fun game until they introduced combat, and I went, no, thank you.
Right.
It was really fun when it was like a puzzle game. It's like they introduced combat, and the combat's terrible. It's like, just stick with the rat thing.
But yeah, Dishonored, that was one of my favourite powers of just like, that's why they knew what they were doing because they gave you that power, like, I think it was like the second power you got after Blink.
It's so strong.
How fun it was to just be like, oh, I'm going to get a bunch of rats to eat that fucker. Hope we don't kill this one back out. Oh, it took out Vivian. This double
there's
battle
a
has
lot
not
of
gone well for me. Wait a minute. Use a Pokeball with Ditto. Oh, we got it. Okay, excellent. Morpeko is...
Morpeko. I love Morpeko. That's the beauty of Pokemon. Like, sometimes you'll just start liking a Pokemon just because it ends up being like it fitting a certain niche on your team, or just having like a proper like pro moment.
Like the non-imposter Ditto just needing that extra turn to do anything. And we're struggling at the moment, so we really need to make some smart moves.
Yeah, might be worth like getting rid of a Ditto.
I got rid of it.
Nah.
I would definitely do some research into. Can't remember even what it's a Plague Tale and something else. I think I'll give it a
Plague Tale Innocence.
There's a Plague Tale Requiem and a Plague Tale Innocence.
Yeah, both fun games.
I mean, a Plague Tale Innocence is save 80% on Steam at the moment. And they've got really good ratings, but like I would definitely look up whether you can control rats at some point if that's what you specifically want out of that game. I can't 100% say for sure that that's what happens.
I think I only played like a couple of hours of it, and when the combat kicked in, I went, "This is just not for me." I was really excited for like the puzzle and traversal aspect, but the combat killed it for me. But from what I saw, is like you control the rats, but in like more of like an abstract sense. Like you'll throw fire and you'll move the rats to a different location. And they clearly put like a lot of effort into like the rat physics.
Yeah, because they had like a load of talks about how they got the technology working for like how wild they made all these like giant waves of like thousands of rats work and stuff.
Yeah, it'd be a hell of a superpower.
Oh yeah.
That's I always love like when you mentioned like rat catcher. It's like such a great moment of just what do you control rats? That's stupid. It's like, have you any idea how many rats there are?
And just like they all just appear and it's oh dear god. Should have done the shopping first. Or little Pikachu.
Like I was like just in the background as a garbage bag because that's a city, all right.
That's a metropolis, all right. Yeah.
That's Sheffield.
Sheffield's one of the better cities as well. Like,
not if you go to that place with 24-hour McDonald's, mate.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
So that 24-hour McDonald's we go to sometimes, it's like that gets pretty fucking dire.
That bit does, yeah.
It's like Pikachu's looking at Morpeko and like, are you okay? Do you need to go to the hospital?
It's like, no, I'm hungry. I need a fucking 24-hour McDonald's as well.
He's probably just looking at you like, the fuck's wrong with that Pikachu?
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. Charlie, thank you for the dog. Getting in there. I like how we still got the, like, we'll bang okay, and it's like, it's not even for Mass Effect anymore. I need to change that now that we've hit the sub-goal.
Oh man, just keep it on, it's so funny. We'll bang okay.
Okay, let's just try and catch this before Morpeko also gets knocked out. Even if we don't add them to the team, like I'd rather just keep the
keep Morpeko's like that.
I'll redeem this myself. Just show your pride. Like, it's not Pride Month yet, but it's always Pride Month here. Oh god, no. I forget that the other little gifts, they cover them all. I need to change the priority of them so they're always just like there on the top. Yeah, don't forget, you know. There's all those little Pride Froggos that we've got in chat. Get Pride Frogs out if you can. Do it, chat. I don't request emotes very often, but get a few. Remember that I don't think you can do more than like 19. I think like is the cut off. Your Nightbot will come after you if you do 20.
Yeah, I think me and you both. Like we both like. Eventually, we came around to the idea that people on the internet just love like just screaming into the void. So we'll let you do it a little bit, but not too much.
Not to the point where you're gonna fill our entire screen, but do it a bit. Do it a bit. Getting those Pride Frogs in. I also find it very funny because, like, oh, and Charlie as well, thank you. You can tell that, like, the sun has entered Liverpool. So all of a sudden I've been going on, like, dog walks and actually getting just, like, the pink sheen on my forehead. I'm just like, oh god, no.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not leaving my house. Fuck that. I'm enjoying my semi-retirement.
Like, I am trying to remember to, you know, sun cream up when I can, but, like, sometimes when I think, well, all I'm doing is walk into the gym, like, 15 minutes down the road. That's not going to be too bad. And then I get back home and I'm like, how am I nearly sunburned? And the answer is, like, I'm ginger as fuck. I am pale and ginger. It would be... I'll type it in chat for you. A Plague Tale. I think Requiem was the first one. And then there's also like Innocence afterwards as like the sequel. Oh, there's also Dishonored. Dishonored 1 just also lets you use rats as powers. I like the fact that it's just like, which game where I can use rat powers do I need to look? It's like, there's also the opposite of the new Arkham game, which shouldn't have been announced, but sadly was. Of like, hey, here's a VR Meta Quest 3 exclusive Batman Arkham game. It's like, Warner Bros. Don't know what people want and what they're doing, but that seems to be that Ratcatcher is going to be like the villain of focus in that VR game.
Because they want people in VR screaming as rats like crawl at their virtual legs.
Which, that will make for funny reaction videos, but it's like, of all things to do after you've just put out Gotham Knights and the Suicide Squad game, of like, you're really going to announce a new Arkham game, not made by either of the people that got to make the Arkham games, by the people who made like the Iron Man VR game, and it's going to be a VR exclusive game. Fan-fucking-tastic. Well done.
So I'm just...
that everyone's been asking for is a new Arkham game. Not like this. Not like this, Carl.
No!
No, I meant the Arkham thing. The Brazier.
Oh, right, yeah. I thought it was evolving into the other one.
Into Delphox. It's like, no, we're not there yet. The moment we get to like level 32 or whatever, it's going to be like, well, I do want to replace my Brazier for another character. So let's buy some potions and shit. But we are. I think this run is going to shit. It's not there yet, but we are approaching.
Oh man, I just saw a great headline. Do you know, like Helldivers 2 had like some drama last week, and like the community manager like, please leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, and then they got fired, right?
He's been fired. There's like a post on like the Helldivers 2 thing, like, was this really necessary? It's like, you were people harassing them and causing them to...
The reason that they presumably got fired was because they told people to go and review bomb the game so Sony would pay attention.
Yeah.
However, I would say that I understand why that's a bad look. I understand as a corporation why you don't want people doing that. However, at the same time, essentially what they were doing in that scenario was, look, complaining at me is not going to solve a problem, but going down the official channels of asking for refunds and putting bad reviews in, that might make the actual companies notice.
But also, as well, it's really, really fucking frustrating to see that the Helldivers 2 subreddit, which was like
the shit out of a community manager, and then went, "Why are they gone? That's so unfair."
It's like all they were doing is respond. They were frustrated with the amount of shit they were getting. It's like you were the one giving them the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god! Oh no, he's back! It's Sonic.
Oh wow, yeah, this same OC is back. I followed you here, but that's mostly not true. That sounds like the person who's like, all I did was hang outside the store when they said they wouldn't walk with me. Is like, I know it looks like I'm following you right now, but that's mostly not true. It's like the fact that you had to say mostly doesn't fill me with confidence. Yeah, no problem, Shadow. Thank you as always for being here, and thank you for the raid earlier as well. It was much appreciated. So, go and sleep. Crafty as well. Oh, is this the Gen 5 rival music? Red Hot, like, you know the Pokemon music's just like, the moment they're coming up, you're like, oh yeah, that's from this thing. Most of the Pokemon music, like, apart from a couple where it's like the ones that have appeared in Smash and stuff, I don't know a lot of them because, oh, they are my rival, okay. Like, most of the time I've played Pokemon, I've been playing it portably, where I've not been playing with headphones or anything. I've just had the game on with no or little audio. Like, I actually a lot of the time don't know the Pokemon music unless it's the Pokemon music that has been utilized in other ways, like, for example, Smash Bros.
Yeah.
But we are levels behind this Charmeleon here. However, Marshtomp is a pretty damn hard counter. Marshtomp's got the Dragon Breath. Didn't know.
It's some bullshit. Oh, man. When I think about that Arkham game, though, all I think to myself is, when's my idea going to happen of them releasing a game called Batman fucking Dead? When will like DC makes and release something that doesn't end up with Batman or Joker in it?
Yeah, because I knew that, like, spoilers for the end of Arkham Knight, which is 10 years old, like, Batman gets found out and does like the protocol. I can't remember exactly what the protocol is. It's like Project Nightfall, I think it might be. And it's just like, oh no, I'm just release the info that, like, yeah, I'm Bruce Wayne. Like, I'm gonna die. I'm Bruce Wayne. And blows up his mansion or whatever. And then it's implied that, like, he either canonically dies or they leave it on a cliffhanger and he's gonna die. And then in the Suicide Squad, which is set in the same universe, they're like, wasn't Batman dead though? They're like, we found another Batman though. It's like presumably like multiverse shit. It's like, yeah, but other Batman's here now. Or like Batman that's about to die is here to die. I can't remember exactly how it works, but like, if I've not played the Suicide Squad, why would I?
Well, it's like when me and you talked, it's like when they had that, what is it, the game where the opening cutscene is the Joker on fire being burned, and it's like, he's dead. The Joker is definitely dead, he's never coming back, we got a new villain. An hour into the game, like, Ghost Joker turns up.
That's Arkham's. No, that's Arkham Knight, yeah. That's Arkham Knight, yeah.
It is that they can't help themselves, can they?
I think the way they did it was very good. However, it is just like, really, you can't commit to not having the Joker in it, and like the entire storyline still revolves around like the Joker has set up like other people to become Jokers and stuff. It's like, oh, come on.
Yep.
And the other half of the plotline another third of the plotline revolves around who's the Arkham Knight? It's Jason Todd. Oh, who's the Arkham Knight? It's definitely not Jason Todd. It's Jason Todd. We've made up a new cat. It's Jason Todd, isn't it? Maybe.
Like they cannot help themselves. Like, what is it that Multiverse is coming back. Ooh, we got a really special reveal for you. Is it the Joker or Batman? It's the Joker. It's like you've got what? How many movies have they had where like the breakout character has not been fucking the Joker or Batman?
And
I was going to mention Ratcat earlier, or like Peacekeeper.
Yeah.
Or Aquaman.
That I will like give respect to the Gotham Knights game is that, as far as I'm aware, when they said Batman is dead, Batman actually stayed dead in that game as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
And anyone in chat that's familiar with the game and got through the story, if anyone fucking did, because like no one played that game, as far as I'm aware, they committed to that. Because it was just like, here we're going to focus on the other members of the team, but obviously it was based on Court of Owls, where Batman faked his death. So that's why immediately it was like, well, they're not going to keep Batman dead, are they?
All I want is just a comic art where it's like Batman's fucking dead and he's just dead. Do you know the twist would be he's not actually? I want the twist to be that no, he actually is dead.
Yeah, that would be a twist.
It would be.
I like how all we got left is inspiration, by the way. Well, inside the move pool shocking at the moment.
You'll learn to love it.
You haven't even really got much money. Corporation's getting some XP. We got another XP all, so we're getting even more XP now. These revives, though, are half. One revive is half our money available.
Just see how far you can get with these bricks here, and just like do what the classic Pokemon tactic is, level it the fuck up.
Yeah, Alpha and Trailblaze of all things.
With Technician as well.
Yeah. We got -1 defense, +1 attack, +2 speed. Keep flame charge and I'll wait. That's where I need to think more of like the rogue element here. There we go, Max Revive. That and Marshall. We've just got our 2 starter Pokemon, like. Oh, in DDD.
It's alright, it's not in double, so it's useless. The fuck are you gonna do now in DDD?
Saggy. Get on. Catch this in DDD. That killed Operation.
Well, in you go.
Well, Marshtomp, come on. Come on, catch this in DDD. Great. Like, we're gonna have to kill it. Catching this in DDD is basically like it as ends wrong. Trying to catch it in DDD.
Isn't that's a roguelike in like a nutshell, though, right?
Yeah, it is. Right. Maybe I'll just leave it there for today because
there you go.
That
That's the
one
run
lasted quite a while, and I'm like, we could try another, but then I'm committing to like probably another hour or 2.
Not if you play like an idiot.
That is true. But let's
If
we select new game now. So let's have a look.
Just go YOLO.
I'm quite intrigued to see how this works. Okay,
Fucking
so
YOLO
like,
it.
for example, you know, Gen 1, we call it like Pikachu, Ditto, Meowth, Rattata. So each of these all now come in with the ability. Oh, and we get a Pichu available. What? That means like as we build our roguelike runs over time, we get access to more and more Pokemon, and just like a better variety rather than just like all of these normal Pokemon eventually over time. Like, fuck it, we can start with like a Morpeko. I like the idea. And like each of them having different like point evaluations, so you could go with like just start with what, like a Ditto, a Pikachu, and a Meowth, or you could start with like, you know, go for the weak run of like, oh well, we're gonna start with a Rattata, a Mightyena, a Zigzagoon, what the 2 Scatterbug.
You definitely need to do the run with the Meowth and Technician.
That's why it's got 4 points assigned to it.
So they must know.
Just that alone is stronger than, at least at the beginning of the game, of any start you're going to be able to pick. Is just a Meowth with Fake Out and Feint and Technician. But yeah, when we were able to actually get into the game and get a run going, I can see the potential in it. Cool idea. But yeah, I definitely don't want to like I do another like couple of hours worth of a run, but it's definitely something I'd consider streaming again, and maybe like might even just play a little bit on my own time to just build up a catalogue of a few Pokemon. Yeah, we haven't got Payday available to it, but like I wonder whether that's either an egg move that you can unlock, like there's a few egg moves that you can pick if you want them. There's like manage moves, for example. I only pick Growl, Fake Out, and Feint at the minute. But I wonder if it learns it really low level and we just didn't get there yet.
That's true. He could like be the most powerful Pokemon ever if you get Payday.
We did lose Grim, so we're just wrapping up. But like, yeah, we unfortunately we took a dive trying to catch an Indeedee, and it killed our last 2 Pokemon. So just like 3 different catch attempts failed, and Indeedee just took us out. It was rough. But here we go, yeah. Unlock passive, which is normalize as well. Which you don't really need, but like, Technician's great on it anyway. But I do like the idea of, yeah, as you catch, like, you're encouraged to catch a bunch of them, because then you build up the candies on them, and then you unlock like better abilities on them and stuff like that. It's cool. Just a shame that like the first impression was just like servers down. But it doesn't appear to be that that's the common occurrence. We just got unlucky timing on.
I feel like as well probably your first run they might like just wait to give you some decent stuff.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, Paul, me and you are going to be available on Monday, is that correct?
I should be, yeah. There's only a few things to sort out in my house, and most of them are just stuff that's behind the scenes, so I should be good for streaming and recording.
Hell yeah, which means we can commit to Mass Effect Mondays.
It's happening.
We can start Mass Effect 3, and obviously, like, if anything does change between now and then, like Carl's internet decides to explode in his new flat, we'll let you know.
It should be
hopefully it should all be fine, and we can commit to that from next week. Yes, you know, I'll let anyone know if the plans change, but that's the plan. Is Mass Effect 3 from next Monday, and we'll be back into Mass Effect Mondays mode.
I cannot wait to just go get the Rachni to join our side.
Just like really not wait to go and give Zaid his funeral he deserves.
Fuck Zaid's funeral. Let's go get the Rachni. Let's go give away the Quarian's home planet because they just won't stop trying to fucking commit genocide.
Oh my god.
Like just for 5 fucking minutes will you sit there and listen? Like, no, we need to kill more people. It's like, shut up. The fate of the universe is at stake.
Next week we'll start Mass Effect 3. We'll all have fun. I have no idea what's going on, but let's go. Like, yeah, it'll be great either way. It'll be fun. It's always a good way to have like interesting discussions, if nothing else. But
it's such a good game.
And then for Pokemon next week, I'll return to doing some competitive battles and hopefully have a couple of new Pokemon builds to go up against and build a new team. But Carl to actually be able to fight against. I'm sorry, Carl.
We try to build teams with like legendaries in them. I built a kind of fun one using the legendary birds.
Yeah.
There's enough of those where you can actually build some shit around them.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll have a nice time next week. Thank you everyone for joining. I'm glad we got the game to finally work. It was interesting. It was fun.
That's right. It took a while.
It did indeed. Thank you for joining as always, Carl, and thank you everyone. Hope every day, evening, or night, wherever you are.
Everybody.